Well, let's be here for our blanket giveaway day and get free Bulls fleece blanket. We can't wait to see you at our next home game, Bulls fans, because each and every one of you will be getting your own Bulls backpack. Bulls fans, don't miss Lovables Hat Day. Your Lovables will be giving away free Bulls hats to the first 2,000 fans through our doors. So get here early. The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Filipowski's out there with Paul George, and it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. MP right side. Knocks down the three ball.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
George passes to Filipowski. Sexton on the wing, defended by Dosunmu. George with no one around. There's three-pointers off the mark. Here's Chicago. Porter finds Warren. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6, and he gets the bucket.
Vucevic is a very efficient mid-range shooter and has been for most of his career.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Here's George. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
How about the quickness there from George, pulling up before the defense can get set?
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Well, Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Out to the right wing. Now, Buzelis, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Shoots over Filipowski. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
And here's Warren for 3, rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find the handle.
To the paint, got a piece of it. Porter finds Dosunmu. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Pass to Filipowski. Nice ball movement by Utah. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
MP looking around. Dosunmu with it. Back to MP. The three-pointer, no good. Utah trailing here. So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those two things alone will earn you minutes.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Kobe White in for Porter. Outside, Sexton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On the wing, MP. Defended by Sexton. Fires from 14. Warren, good. Warren's got 11 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
There's 18 seconds left in the first. And Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, give it to Sexton. He can get up and finish.
Warren on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson for three. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
Big time shot.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Jazz lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Warren, then it's Ball, and it's White in at the point. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Hawks was all business. He dropped in 55 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Giddey. Inside, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Always has his head up. Giddey unselfish with it.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to White. Outside Warren. Down low. Pass to White. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Back to Giddey. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
2 minutes.
Outside ball. Back to MP. Bring it up for MP. A three.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Ball. And Porter subbed in for Kobe White. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Collins. Paul George comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Collier. And George is subbed in for Josh Giddey. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Here's Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Using his unique perspective, Vucevic sees the whole floor and finds the open shooter.
George against MP. George looking around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Bulls leading by 3. And here's Warren for 3. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 20.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Outside, George with the drive, and it's George finishing it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Right side, Porter. Vucevic a screen on George. MP outside. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, right now for Utah, they haven't played their best ball. It's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
And guys, turning back to the game we've been watching, MP's been the story so far.
The biggest reason they're up, MP. He's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on him.
I was on a few teams that leaned on me. Big responsibility, but MP looks good so far.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler, and it's George in at the small forward position. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Outside, George takes the three. Rebounded by Vucevic.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Sinks the triple. Vucevic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. Look at Indiana. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, Chicago, they just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are. That's one for their first four to start the second half.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, George. They grab their own miss. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. And checking out some numbers for Colin Sexton.
And guys, this effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Smith checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Kevin Porter. The Jazz also changing it up. Josh Giddey's checked in for Paul George. And it's Collier in for Keontae George.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Giddey goes in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day
both teams making substitutions here. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's George, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Collins. White is out there with Warren. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Stevens in at the 4-man position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Warren kicks to Huerter. Launches a 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Filipowski. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Huerter. Bulls shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. It's tipped.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout
big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And George gets it to go.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Warren inside, defended by George. MP, no good. And so it's Utah here with the ball. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Good on the shot.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
MP against George. And the dunk by MP.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this